dancing beat. Hi everyone, I'm your best friend, back in town again. Hi everyone, I'm your best friend, back in town again. Get you on your dancing beat. Hi everyone, I'm your best friend, back in town again. Get you on your dancing beat.
What's up, everybody? It's your boy Justin, the Vegan Savage, and I am coming to you tonight live from the trap. Oh boy, I just said it because I got this do-rag on, but I'm coming to you, of course, live from the bedroom floor as always. And the topic of discussion of today will actually be in the form of a question, and that question is, are you committed to your mission? Are you committed to your mission? But before we get into that, I get a lot of questions in my DM about options as to how to become plant-based or how to incorporate more plant-based meals into your everyday regimen. Wanting to go plant-based but don't really know what you should do, what you should cook, recipe ideas. I got you covered. The first book that I bought, the first cookbook that I bought as a vegan was this bad boy right here. And before I put this book up, I'm not getting paid for this, so this is free advertisement, but I just love the book so much because it's great. So this book is called The Lusty Vegan by Andre Howell, and we share the same last name. It might be my cousin. Hey, cuz. Andre Howell and Zoe Eisenberg. It is not just a cookbook, but it says a cookbook and a relationship manifesto for vegans and the people who love them. So basically, this is for the vegans and the people who love them. So it's for everybody. It's for everybody. Everybody. It's for all y'all. So get the book. It's a very good book. It gives relationship advice, and it gives, of course, excellent recipes. I'm sorry for I'm getting a phone call right now, but I am on the thingamajigger, so I can't answer that right now. Anywho, there are some very good recipes in here, and my inner fat boy has to be satisfied from time to time, so I have probably tried every last one of these recipes in here. Very strong possibility that I've tried every single one of these recipes in here, but who knows. But it's a very good book. I love the cauliflower steak, the Mexican lasagna, the jambalaya. There are a few tempeh recipes in here. The campayo, I think it was campayo tofu. Oh my God, mung bean something, mung bean tostadas. I don't know. It's like you just have to get it. It's a lot of good stuff in this book, along with some recipes. Relationship advice as well. This has nothing to do with why I'm still single, but I'm just saying it has some good relationship advice in here as well. Okay. So this book right here cost me about $22 or so, but it's a very good book. For those of you whose coin will not allow you to pay $22 for this book, you can also go to the Peters website and get their vegan starter kit. They will ship it to your house for the free. For the free, you can get this. And so this has actually some very good information on veganism and all that kind of stuff. It was actually along with the Lusty Vegan book. This was something that I got too, just so I could look through it and get more information on veganism, because before I went like a whole all out vegan, like people say, I guess you got to say stuff twice for it to really sink in. So before I went vegan, I did do a lot of research. I'm not one to just jump out and do stuff because it's a trend. I want to know what I'm getting into and why I'm getting into it and how it's going to make me better before I do anything. That's how you should be as well. Don't just jump into something because everybody else is doing it. Make sure you know what you're doing and why you're doing what you're doing, and that you are personally convicted to do what you're doing. So, yeah, with that being said, now to the main topic of discussion. Are you committed to your mission? If you're committed to your mission, that means that you are loyal to it, you're dedicated to it by any means necessary that is within reason. I have to put that in there, that's within reason. You'll make sure that you achieve that goal. I mentioned on YouTube in one of my earlier videos, I can't remember, maybe last year sometime, it had to have been last year sometime, if I'm not mistaken, I had been off of YouTube for a minute, and then when I came back on, I made a statement that pretty much said that there was some things I should have achieved. I was set to achieve long before I actually achieved them because I got sidetracked by a lot of stuff. And that's the case sometimes. We often get sidetracked by things that are within our control a lot of times, and that are that are not within our control. So you have different things that happens, but you want to make sure that at the end of the day you remain focused. A lot of times obstacles and blockages happen in our lives just as a testament to us to see how strong we are and how dedicated we are to what our goals are, and to how dedicated we are to achieve those goals. So, a lot of times things will happen and it will show us who we really are as a person. And am I really committed to the journey that I set out to achieve? Now, in this, and when I say, are you committed to your mission, I want to put a clear definition on what I'm talking about. I'm speaking from this particular aspect as into fitness, but of course, this will also translate into your finances, translate into your relationships. It'll translate into pretty much any aspect of your life. Being committed to the mission is not just about your health physically. That's the topic that I'm talking about today, but it will translate into anything in your life. Are you committed to it? You want to make sure that, your optimal goal is always in front of you, because if it's not always in front of you, you will end up doing other things besides what you should be doing. I made a post on Facebook and Instagram on Healthy Alternative on Facebook, and I put it on my Instagram post, and I pretty much said that, I had been through a lot, and I posted that last year sometime because I had gone off the scene, and then everybody was like, where in the world is this boy? But I was nowhere to be found. And I had gone off the scene for a while, and I posted that, through it all, that my bounce back game is very strong and and that at the end of the day, my commitment is to my mission, not to my issues. Make sure that your commitment at the end of the day is to your mission and not to your issues. In other words, we all have issues. We all have things that we deal with, but you want to make sure that you don't spend all of this time trying to fix issues and not spend time on trying to achieve what your goals are. Your goals, when I'm talking about your mission, I'm talking about your goals, your aspirations, your dreams, whatever they are. You don't want to spend time on stuff that a lot of times are just out of your control in the first place. You don't want to spend a lot of time on that. You want to spend time on achieving the goals that you have set out. We all have issues. We all have things that happen in our lives. We all have things that are beyond our control. We all have things that, we can't steer. There was a speech impediment. Is it steer? We can't steer. We're not in the driver's seat. And so when you're not in the driver's seat, you don't have that control. At the end of the day, your commitment still has to be on the mission. You don't want to spend a lot of time putting out fires, meaning that, something happened here, so I got to handle that. Something happened here, I got to handle that. Something happened here, I got to handle that. I get that a lot with, some people that tell me, I really want to be healthy, but everybody in my family eat a certain way, and I'm in that environment, and so I have to eat like that because that's what they're doing, and I don't want to make them feel bad. Meanwhile, I have diabetes and high blood pressure, and the food that I'm eating is full of refined sugar and full of fat and oils, but I don't want to disappoint them. Bruh, are you serious? Like, are you serious? That's what I'm talking about. You are committing to a dysfunction and not committing to your mission, which is your health. At the end of the day, your health is most important. So regardless of the environment that you're in with your family, pressuring you to eat stuff that you shouldn't be eating, or you feel like they're influencing you to eat this stuff because everybody else is eating this stuff and you're trying to eat something healthy, it doesn't matter. At the end of the day, better that you choose to be the outcast, not necessarily the outcast, but you choose to be the oddball and eat, healthy versus, the other option when you already have health issues that it will only make them worse. It will only make your health issues worse. So you want to remain committed to your mission, as in your health. That's the most important thing. It doesn't matter what people say. I made videos, a couple of videos, in my initial video, what I did with Chris about, it's just mighty funny that when you try to be healthy, everybody is now a nutritionist. Nobody cared about your health when you were, eating whatever. But then when you decide to choose a better option, then you are looked at as crazy. That's what I'm talking about. That's one of the obstacles that are right there in front of you to stop you from progressing to another version or a better version of yourself. You want to make sure that you stay committed to your mission. At the end of the day, and I know for me, when I initially, got on Instagram and started posting pictures of me in the gym working out and stuff, I was just posting pictures, maybe a couple of likes here, there, nothing really dramatic. But as time progressed, when I shocked myself when I posted the picture. I was like, dog, good grief. I didn't know I was that big until I saw a picture of me smaller than what I was. And I was like, oh, wow. And so when I posted that, I started getting a bunch of likes and people that were inboxing me saying, oh my God, I've been following your journey from day one. You've been doing amazing and da-da-da-da. And I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't know that you was paying attention. I didn't know that you was paying attention. I didn't know that I've been messaged by so many people saying that they have been watching me and that I've been inspiring them. And then next thing you know, I see them posting their videos and their transformation pictures or whatever on Instagram, and all that good stuff. So what I'm saying is, in essence, is you have to make sure that you stay committed to your mission, because there is somebody that's looking up to you, that's wanting you to achieve your goal so that they can achieve theirs. And I know it sounds crazy, but you will be surprised at the people who count on you to succeed, because they need you to succeed so that they can succeed. And I know it sounds crazy, because you would think that if you want to succeed in your health, you should just succeed in your health because that's what you want to do. You don't need me to motivate you. But at the end of the day, some people really need that motivation, that if the person that's inspiring me is doing it and they're killing it, I know I can do it too. I'll never forget the place that I used to work at. There was this guy that said that I inspired him. Now, this was the president of the company, his son. He said, Justin, you really inspired me. When I saw him, my mouth dropped. He had lost so much weight. I think he said 125, 130 pounds, something like that. He had lost so much weight, and I was very shocked. And he said that it was because I inspired him to do so. I never even thought that this guy paid me any attention as to what I was doing. Now, of course, the company that I used to work for, is based out of New York, and they would come down from time to time. When they came down the last time, I had lost a bunch of weight. So the president of the company was like, what in the world? His son was astonished and da-da-da-da-da. But I saw them, I spoke to them probably 5 minutes tops. And I went on about my way and went on about doing my job. And when they came back, his son had lost all of his weight and was like, dude, like, you really motivated me and inspired me to do this. So, you never know who's paying attention to what you're doing. And you want to make sure that you stay committed to your mission, not for other people, not just for other people. Yeah, there are people depending on you, but for yourself. Do you know what that does to your confidence when you achieve a goal that seemed like it was impossible, or that seemed like it was far-fetched, and then you achieve it, that pushes your self-confidence to a whole other level. I just got off a podcast maybe about 30 minutes ago while I was talking to the guy that interviewed me, and I was telling him, he asked me what was I most grateful for, or something of that nature, and I said I was grateful for my health, but then I also mentioned that, you know, my self-confidence, because when I was heavier, I made people feel like I was confident. I looked like I was confident. I carried myself like I was confident, but my confidence level was zilch. It was zero. And that was because of my health issues. And so when you are not healthy, it really transpires, it bleeds over into other aspects of your life. It bleeds over into your finances. It bleeds over into your mental health. It bleeds over into your relationships. Like, it bleeds profusely over a whole bunch of other areas in your life, because there is a brain fog. And once that brain fog is removed and you start crushing your goal, then you see, oh my goodness, like I thought I would never achieve that, but now I've achieved it. So now this only propels me to achieve other goals as well. And so you want to make sure that you stay committed to the mission that you set out to achieve. And whatever that mission is, if it's going back to school, if it's getting financially well, if it is getting well in your relationships, if it's, you know, wellness in any aspect of your life, whatever it is, stay committed to that mission, because your commitment to that mission will boost you in your confidence and in other aspects of your life that you would never think. It will, people that are looking at you will be like, oh my God, if they achieve that, then let me get myself, you know, together so that I can start crushing goals. Because at the end of the day, people will not say anything, but they will look at you. They will look up to you. Do you not know? My page on Instagram used to be private, but then I opened up my page because somebody said to me, somebody said to me, but then I heard Doms Thompson talking about it on one of his lives, that people need to see, you know, people need to see your progress and your stuff. So there's no need to hide behind a private page and only accept people that you know, because at the end of the day, there are people that you don't know. There are complete strangers that you could be influencing that needs your influence. There are people that don't know you from a can of paint, but they will follow you because your story matches theirs, or that you are so inspiring that you will catapult them into doing something that they've always wanted to do, or that they felt like they needed to do. And so when I open up my page, a lot of people who do not physically follow me have told me, have shown me screenshots, bless my heart, because it almost creeped me out the first time it happened. But because I was in Atlanta, and there was a guy that came up to me, oh man, I saw you on A Healthy Alternative, and I was kind of shocked. I'm like, okay, cool. And he was like, oh, and I hope you don't mind, but I screenshot one of your pictures from Instagram for inspiration. This didn't creep me out at all, sir. Thank you so much. This did not creep me out at all. But you never know. And no, he does not follow. He does not necessarily, he didn't hit the follow button, but he follows my page. And so, and there are several other people that are the same way. I get messages all the time from people that tells me that my story is the same as theirs, and how I've inspired them to do better, how I've inspired them to push towards reaching their goals. So you want to make sure that you always remain committed to your mission. It doesn't matter what obstacle you may have to face. It doesn't matter. You're going to have setbacks. You're going to have letdowns. You're going to have disappointments. A lot of things are going to happen. But at the end of the day, make sure that you are committed to your mission. All right. Now, before I let you go, I get questions all the time about the fruit that I eat, because my diet now, I don't even like to use the word diet. The way I eat now is mostly fruit based. So I'm going to be for a little while. I don't know how long this is going to last, but I'm going to be doing a fruit of the week or something of that nature, and I'm going to be sharing to you my fruit of the week. And I could not kick off my first segment of fruit of the week without my very favorite fruit of all times. That is the mango. Oh, I love mangoes. Like, y'all do not understand. I love mangoes. I've been known to have anywhere from 30 to 40 mangoes sitting on my counter at any given time. And there's not even a special kind of mango. That's the sad part. Like, you have the yellow mangoes and the red mangoes, I think that's what it's called. The one that we know, the reddish one with the green, that mango, and then the yellow mango. I don't really care if it's a mango, I'm going to eat it. I love mangoes. And so, a fact about mangoes, yeah, I had to pull it up because mangoes are good for you in so many different ways. And so, let me just put this out here. The benefits of mangoes, it helps with age-related macular degeneration. It prevents asthma. It has also been known to help prevent the risk of colon cancer. It is good for your bone health. It is good for regulating diabetes. It is good for your digestion. It is good for heart disease, and it is good for your skin and hair. So, eat more mangoes. That's it. All right. Thank you so much for watching. Be sure to like, subscribe, share the video, follow me on all social media. I will have my social media information here. I will have my booking information here if you want to book me for your event to come and speak. If you want to book me for a podcast interview, whatever the case may be. I am open for booking. I am open for booking. So please do that. Also, don't forget DeSoto, Texas. I will be at a Healthy Alternatives event in DeSoto, Texas on May the 17th at the DeSoto Civic Center at 7 p.m. Get your tickets. I'm going to have information in my description. I said on the last video that I would have it up here somewhere, but I haven't gotten that good on YouTube yet, so I don't have that access yet. So I'm going to put it in the description below, but you will see the flyer on here with that information. So thanks so much for watching. Be committed to your mission and always awaken your inner savage. Peace.
Back in town again. Get you dancing beat.